Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Welcome to your weekend edition of Crafters TV, where we've got show galore all day today. Now, of course, all weekend, but what we have also got is a little incentive across on the website that we'll talk you through just in a moment or two. But yes, when it comes to today here, this Saturday, it is 11:01 here in the UK, where we're going to be kickstarting with, you guys know by now, Play Your Crafts Right, which I am told is all about Sarah's signature. Then in the middle of the day, we're going to have a lovely, relaxed craft-along. It's always my favourite show on this side because I get to sit on a stool and do very, very little and just drink tea, really, if I'm just being honest with you. As much as I do love doing the craft-along on that side, it's also nice doing it on this side as well. And then we're going to end the Saturday evening, forget about the Masked Singer and all the gladiators. Actually, don't forget about the gladiators, but watch us first, then you can watch Gladiators and the Masked Singer afterwards, where we're going to have a masterclass. Now, it's about January deals, but don't worry, it's still going to be with demos, so we're going to be doing some demos with some of our incredible products as well. So do not worry about that. And I say that because we can't have this lovely lady back together again this Saturday and not have 2 hours where we don't do demos, because just like you, we love to just ooze all that knowledge and that all that inspiration. And as I say, she's back together with myself after last Saturday. We're repeating it again with completely different shows. It is, of course, Jan's back. Hey, Jan.
Hi, yeah, it's like, honestly, two weeks in a row, I feel privileged, Craig. I think we do work well together.
We do.
There were lots of comments after we did our stint together last week. So, yeah, looking forward to be back. Looking forward to the shows. Craft Along again, which you guys all know that is my favourite show. And we've got that Floral Elegance coming up. So I'll give you a little sneak peek for those of you. I know last week I asked if there was anything that you guys needed, sort of from Craft Along. And I got a couple of messages and did take that into account. But for the collection we'd got this time, I wanted to actually use as much as I could from that floral collection, so we went along with the card. Nice. Now I've put Mum on mine. It could be personalised, it could be any name on there, it could be any event, and we'll talk about this a little later on in that second show. So this is what we're going to be making. It's just a simple fold back card. It's I think it's a 6 3/4 if I remember rightly, yep, and just simple fold back with some detail, just collaged on the front here.
Awesome, that is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for showing us that one, Jan. Now that craft along is going to be the middle of today, so that's going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 AM Eastern Time, 7 AM Pacific Time. So if you do want to get a head start, check out the Crafters TV social, and then you'll get that shopping list, but we will go over it at the start of Craft Along later on in the day. But when you see anything that we're going to be featuring throughout the day, make sure you check out .co.uk.com or .eu, have a look at Shop the Show or Shop the Day, and then you're going to find everything and so much more, because we can't physically showcase everything that we've got there on Shop the Day. Now when you have a look there, what you're also going to find across on the website, it's back. You're going to be buying more, save more, that you have got that incentive as well. So that's it. Thank you very much, Nug Nugs. What we have got is, you can see on the screen, spend more, save more. Now, when it comes to that is open for pounds, dollars and euros. Now, you've got the T's and C's, of course. So what I would say, of course, it does exclude machines and it does exclude January launches. But everything else on the website is open up. It's a fair game, so to speak, where you're just then going to spend 10 and then you're going to get 50. No, you're not. You're going to do it the other way around, because you're going to be in the minus then, and we're going to owe you some money then, which of course I've got a funny feeling that P45 would be coming my way if that was to happen. Of course, you know, she had to get in the den somehow. She's not going to get in the den like that, is she? Yeah, good business sense. Not. Let's try that one again. So if you spend 50, you're then going to get £10 off. Now you do have to put in that promo code as well, spend save 10. Now if you spend 100, you're then going to get £20 off as well. Thank you, Nug Nugs. So all that you need to then just do in the actual promo code, of course, is put spend save 20. Then if you spend 130, you're then going to get £30 off by putting in the promo code spend save 30. Now it is one code use per customer, but we're thinking it's one code. So if you were to spend, say, 50 this morning, and then later on you were to spend 100, you should be able to use each code. So we believe That's what we've had a look, myself and Nicola, so that is exactly what we believe. But the T's and C's obviously do apply, and then it does end tomorrow. So it's here with myself and Jan, and then myself and Corin as well. So check that one out. Keep that in mind all throughout the day here on Crafters TV. But before we have a quick look at the social, the team that we've got today, we've got Nick, she's producing, she's in the gallery. We've got James, he's there directing as well. Not only have we got Tracy Nugnugs in the building, we've got our Happy Meal Nugnugs as well. Yeah. She's back. Liv is in the building as well, so Liv's in as well. So that's your team, well, all weekend. Of course, tomorrow, Corin's going to be here instead of Jan. So other than that, that's your backstage team. And for this morning, for this show, we've got Jan on the social as well. Not our Jan, so don't worry. You know, multi-talented, but she's not doing both, not doing both. Jan's on the socials. And she's saying, Sarah Brown saying, hello there, my friends, hoping everyone is doing well and having a great day and night. Morning, wherever you are in the world, sending lots of hugs and love from Melbourne, Australia. Mistress Joe is saying good morning, everyone. Kim Rice is saying good morning, everyone. Nikki Gill's in saying good morning. Christine Mahoney saying good Saturday morning, everyone. Laura's in as well saying it's Jan Day. It absolutely is. Tim C is saying good morning from a beautiful Nottinghamshire. Our Hayley's in saying, hey Craig, Jan and everyone, hope you're all okay. I'm doing very well. I'm buzzing, because officially today is the road to WrestleMania. It's the Royal Rumble for all you big wrestling fans tonight. Poor Corin. You know what happens when Craig stays up and watches the wrestling till 4 in the morning? He gets rather tired, he gets a bit sarcastic. Just saying there, just saying. Love you, Corin, but I've warned you, there may very well be a Royal Rumble in the studio tomorrow with myself and Corin, that's for sure. And Lynn's in as well saying, hi Craig, Jan and the amazing CCTV team, the wonderful super media, social superstar media, someone who's ever on the socials as well. You know where we're going with this today, Jan? It's going downhill. It's going downhill. I know, she's flabbergasted.
I'm just trying to work out whose teeth you'd got in.
Remember how you said you've had a lot of coffee today?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of Red Bull already today. So anyway, shall we get started? Let's get started. Our dual colour pencils that we've got down here as well. Now, when it comes to these, this is going to be a buy one, get one free. So, you get them both, Nicola, for the price of one. Wow, dual colour pencils that we've got here. Now, I've got the boards that we're going to showcase in a moment, but these are our duo aqua. Now, you've got your aqua. Yes, you've got your 12 pencils, but what you have got is you've got the duo nib. So you're going to get 2 different shades within each pencil. But what you've also got is your duo colour. Now, you've got your 13 duo colour pencils within this one. But of course, duo nib, duo colour, so then therefore you've got your 26 in total as well. So beautiful to blend with when it comes to your stumps, but then with the aqua ones, whether of course it's your water brush, your paintbrush, or maybe your clear sparkle overlay. Now, so it's just, is it just the pencils? So it's just the pencil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide one side of it here. So these are the pencils that you've got. Remember, it's buy one, get one free. You're going to be getting them both, the colour blend and then also the aqua pencils as well. And you're going to get them for $14.99 or $19.95. But look at your platinum price. Your platinum price comes down to $11.99 or $15.96 for your Spectrum Noir Duo Colour Aqua pencils and Duo Colour Aqua Blend pencils as well. Although within each pencil, you've got 2 shades there, so you're essentially doubling the shades of colours that you've got as well. Incredible quality, as you guys know already, when it comes to the Academy of Colour. And maybe this is going to be the first time that you're dabbling in to Spectrum Noir in our Colour Blend or Aqua Blend pencils. Really nice way to start, or maybe for the kiddies as well. Really, really good one. Pop them into the basket. Remember, you could take advantage of that buy more, save more as well. So essentially, if your basket at least reached to £50, dollars or euros, then of course you can take off that additional £10 by putting in save, spend, save 10. We're going to keep going through that all throughout today so that you guys can get the benefit of that buy more, save more. So when it comes to these ones here, let's have a look at some dies that Jan's going to be showcasing right now, and I'm just going to try and calm the ham a little bit.
Yeah, I have got the Baroque Bordeaux dies. In true fashion. Sorry.
Thanks, Jan.
He stood over there like...
Anyone else said that, I would have got them in a headlock, but not you, Jan.
So yes, we've got some border dies for you. And again, a buy one, get one free offer. So these are all part of those deals today. Absolutely gorgeous little elements to add that addition to the edge of your card, across the middle of your card, diagonally on your card, however you want to do them. And they are two-piece sets. So you're getting 4 pieces of metal, 4 dies. And I looked at the price then and I was like, wow. So $6.99 or $8.95 for both of these. So you're getting 4 pieces. All right, so you're only paying for one set and we're going to throw you the other set in for free. Comes down to £5.59 or $7.16 if you are platinum. So just to give you a little look on the boards there, I don't actually have any samples for these, but what I can do is show you the packaging there, which has got an idea of how to use them. So you can see how you can cut into your cardstock. You've got that beautiful element that will either sort of cut in, cut out on the top there, just to give you an idea. So this one is Talent. I think that's how you pronounce it, Talents. That looks how it's spelled to me. And then the second one is Dijon. Okay, so I'm presuming like as in the mustard. So Dijon there. Really, really nice elements, these. I've not actually come across these before. I've not seen this set before, no. But I'm just looking at those and thinking how nice they would be as just an additional element, you know, down vertically, horizontally on your card. You could snip into them. You might just have this bit with a stamp in between it, something like that. So many different ways. And again, you know, just showing you that packaging there, you can see how it's split that card and used a solid with a pattern paper with the die in between, just really shows it off. So yeah, both of those sets today for just $5.59 or $7.16 if you are a platinum member. So you're going to get all 4 of the dies. You can use them individually, use them together, and you've got a nice little set there of embellishment edges to top up your stash.
Fab, isn't it? How fab are they? And some would say if it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. We've got Sarah Brown saying it's going to be a great day with Craig today. Oh boy, look out for those tongue twisters. And Suzanne as well saying, good morning everyone, finally made it to a show. Hi Craig and the fabulous Jan. If there is any questions while we've got Jan here today, if there is anything all throughout the day, of course, ask away. Jan is, again, not our Jan, but Jan is on social as well, so she'll fire across any questions through and I will feed them across to Jan. Right, we're going to have a look at the Floral Elegance here. Now, I'm wondering, Nicola, because we don't actually have it as a full collection, we've got them in bundles. I need to sort this bundle out. Jan, are you ready to just go straight into a demo?
Absolutely.
Do you want to do a demo and then I'll go over it and then I can sort out all the bundles? Yeah,
absolutely. That sounds like a plan to me.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I had some of this collection with me last week. So what I've done is I've tried to use different elements so that we can bring in some of the different ones today. So I've got 2 demos lined up with this collection today to promote our craft along later on this afternoon, which we're going to be using this collection. And I've tried to use different elements to what I did when I was here last week. So the first one I've chosen is that beautiful layering stencil, the floral wreath. And we're actually going to use this in conjunction with my water reactive inks. All right, so we're going to use those with the applicators, pop it through the stencil and show you, if you haven't seen it already, how to create that wreath.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've actually put the paper on my stamping platform just to keep it still, really. Okay. It's a good way of actually anchoring it when you're doing the inking. And in here, you have got a set, if I just pop this here so that you can see, of 5 different stencils. All right, so these are 5 by 5 inches square. And what I did, I used the guide on the back and I took mine out and matched them up and I've numbered them. So you can just see in that top corner there, I've popped numbers on them so that I know which order I want to work in. So the first one is sort of the open element of the flower. And then when you pop the second one over the top, you're going to bring in some definition on that flower. And then the third one, even more definition there. So those 3 work together for the florals. And then numbers 4 and 5 are going to give you the same effect for those lovely leaves, and then the definition with the little veining in the leaf. So we're going to build all that up. I have got one already prepared as always, but I just wanted to show you that process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this over here and just anchor it with my magnets. Because it's only a wreath in the centre, I don't need to get to the edge of the stencil, so this is a great way of anchoring it down.
Okay.
Obviously you can tape it with stencil tape, you can actually pop the repositionable spray on the back of it if you wish, but I just think this is a really cute way of doing this if you don't need to get to the edges of the stencil. Obviously the magnets would be in the way if you were going all the way to the edge.
Okay.
So I've chosen for my flowers, I'm actually going to come with my pink tulip and fuchsia as the two layers for the flowers, but then I'm going to flip to the purple colour. So we've gone for the dark purple, the damson wine, to do that very final piece of detail just to make them stand out. So I'm going to start with number one, which is the most open one, with my pink tulip. So the background one's going to be the lightest colour. Just ink up here my sponge applicator, and this is water reactive ink. You could do this with your opaque inks, you could do it with those beautiful shimmer inks. You can get away with your quick dries, but obviously they don't move about as well as some of the other inks, purely because they're designed to dry when they reach the cardstock. So they wouldn't be my go-to for something like this, but if they are the only inks that you've got, then you can give them a try. So all I'm doing is just pushing that ink into the stencil there and filling in the gaps for the base of those florals with my pink tulip ink, which is the lightest shade that I'm going to be using within the flowers. Okay, so once you're happy with how they look, we can remove that stencil. Now I tend to just give these a little bit of a spritz, not while it's on the card, obviously once I've moved them, I tend to give it a little bit of a spritz with my water and just clean them off, or a wet piece of paper towel or a baby wipe, whatever you use. It's water-based ink, so they just come off, clean off nicely. I'm not going to do that right now because we want to get on with our demo. So then I'm going to take stencil number 2, and they are really, really easy to line up. You can see where this fits over the top of the one that we've just done. So I'm going to pop that one in place, anchor it back down with my magnets there, and then I'm going to swap my pink tulip out for the fuchsia, which is the mid-tone in the pink. Now, no rhyme or reason as to why we've got round applicators and the rectangular ones. It's just what came out of my box with the respective colours on. So yeah, there's none. In my opinion, neither is better than the other. They both do a good job. A lot of it is preference as to what you want to use. If you're not sure, try both shapes and you'll find, you know, your groove with them, kind of thing. But yeah, this was just what I had that deeper pink shade on, so I just grabbed my rectangular one for this. And you can see they both work exactly the same. So again, I'm just going round in circles, pushing that ink into all the different aspects of that design.
I think Laird stencils are totally underestimated, Jan.
Oh, the finished result, honestly, is stunning. I was really, really pleased with it when I'd done it. So yeah, just take off some of that excess ink off there, and that's my fuchsia. We're going to remove this one. And again, exactly the same. I'll clean that one up in a second and then bring in. But you can see how we're starting to create some dimension with these now. So that third layer I said was still the flowers. And again, like I said, they're really easy to line up. I mean, I've cut my card to the same size anyway, but just laying them over the top of the flowers, you can see exactly where you want those pieces to go. So again, we're just going to line that up, secure it in place. And then I'm going to flick to that purple one just to add some real definition to the base there. So I'm just going to swap out my applicator for a purple one.
I suppose as well, if you ever do have trouble lining up, cutting your card to the exact size is a good way to line up each time.
It is. Quite often I will use a piece of stencil tape and make like a hinge at the top so that I can lift it up and down when I'm stenciling. So yeah, lots of different ways of doing it. A lot of people like to use the repositionable spray on them. So however you choose to stencil, you're going to get this lovely layered result. So again, this one now, you know, don't be afraid of mixing the colours. I could have gone in with the plum jam, which is the darkest of the pinks, but I think you'll find when we take this stencil off, that purple just gives a really nice definition to that last layer. Now you could actually go through this last layer with some sticky ink and add your embossing powder to make that last layer embossed. You could go through this last layer with some of your glitter paste so that that top layer of definition is nice and sort of sparkly. Lots of different ways of doing this, but I thought just for simplicity this morning we will keep it with the ink. So that's the purple one there. So that's my floral elements finished. So you might want to leave it just there. That might be all you want to do, but just look how that purple's brought up that definition. It really does make it pop, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
So you may want to leave it there. You may want to add some die cut elements in between to create the wreath, entirely up to you. But you've got the option with the stencil now. If I lay this one down now, you can see that this is actually masking the flowers out. So all the work that we've just done on the flowers, this is going to cover it up now. So I'm not going to contaminate those flowers with the next colour. So we'll lay that one down, and then I've chosen, again, 2 different colours for this. I've actually got green topaz, which is the mid from that lovely blue-green range. And then I'm going to go over the top with the dark blue, again, just to emphasise those leaves and give it that real sort of, almost that texture. So first layer, and these are still my water reactives. You know that I tend to favour the opaque inks. I must admit, those are my go-to, but I wanted the vibrancy of the colour for this one. I like the opaque inks in that they are a little bit more pastel, but I just thought for this particular demo, I wanted that vibrancy of those water reactive inks.
I think the vibrancy works with the the theme and the colour of the floral elegance, doesn't it?
Yeah, that colour scheme, honestly, I've actually fell in love with it. And on my next demo, I've actually chosen some different colours just to show you that it doesn't always have to be pink and blue, which was the theme of the collection. You know, we all tend to get lost in that, oh, well, the paper pad's got pinks and blues in, so I've got to use pinks and blues. So what I've done for my next demo, I've actually chosen some different colours. The blue still features, but I've teamed it up with a different colour just to show you, you know, that you can vary from that sort of standard there. So that's my green layer done. Pop that one to one side, and then I just need to swap that one out for the dark blue there. So again, if we take this one away, we've now got that lovely, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Coming up beautifully, isn't it? It literally just starts to pop off the page. Now, I've just got a little bit of ink here, which I've got, as I say, I've got one ready done. It's probably off my fingers because I'm already covered in ink, as I am normally. I always say I've not had a good day if I'm not covered in ink by the end of the day. And then the last one is just going to be those veins in the leaf. So again, this one will lay directly over the leaves. It's going to mask out those flowers again, so you can see we're not going to get any different colour on what we've already done. And then I'm going to flick to that dark blue, which is the midnight, just to go over the green and emphasise those little areas in the leaves. So again, pushing this through with the applicators. You can use your finger daubers for this if you prefer. Lots of different ways. I know some people like to use stencil brushes if you've got those in your kit. I do have some of those at home, but we've not got them in our range yet, so I tend not to bring them with me very often. So again, just popping it through that last little bit of stencil. And I just love the effect that you get with this. For very little effort, all I've done is just push some ink through a stencil. Not done any die cutting yet, not done any stamping or anything like that. I've literally just pushed some ink through the stencil, and this is what we end up with. We'll just take that one away, and this is what we actually end up with. And I just think it is stunning. It's such a simple process, just one layer after the other. And again, if you're not sure what order, it's all on the back of the package in there for you, which one to start with. They're all numbered. And as I say, the first thing I did was transfer those numbers onto the stencil so that I could follow that order. So let's put that to one side. I'm just going to have a quick clean up, including my fingers, because I'm covered, as I say, in ink already. And then we're going to use this to put a card together. So we get rid of the... do you want to flick back to the product, Craig,
Well,
or
we'll
shall
do
we
that.
finish the demo, or...?
What, do you need time to clean up?
No, not at all.
No? Well, let's carry on.
We
if
carry
you're
on
okay.
with the demo,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yep, that's fine. So what I've done is I've prepared a stepper card for this one. All right, so very simple. And if you've watched shows with Sarah, she knocks these out in seconds.
Doesn't she just?
I have to think about it. I really have to think about it. And what I've done is I've made a template at home in this shape with all the measurements on, so that when I get it out again, I can just pop back to the template for the instruction. But very straightforward. It's just one cut in your card, series of score lines, and it's created me that stepper card with the steps to one side. Now this actually measures, where are we? 8 inches across. And my stepper element is 2 1/4 here. Okay, so what I've done is I created this at home, and I've mounted it on some of that gorgeous, gorgeous gold that's in that Floral Elegance pad. Absolutely love it. I just wish I could have a pad full of just the gold. Absolutely love it. And because it's so precious, you won't be surprised to know that the middle's missing out of it. Save this bit to use for something else, or for die cutting, things like that. I've also used, from the sentiment set, we're going to use the Hello Friend. So I've just stamped my little stamp in the corner there. And as always, with a Jan card, it's got some little bits of bling just to enhance the wreath. So exactly where we'd got to here, cut it down to the size I wanted it, mounted it on the gold, and this is going to go on the front here. Now it looked a little bit sort of lost on the white. So all I've done is I've taken actually a piece of the pattern paper, but I felt that was a little bit busy to go with the wreath. So I'm going to use that other side, which is just a nice plain blue. And you'll see with that behind it, it just sort of, again, adds that other level to it. And then we're going to use the right side of the patterns just to pop a couple of pieces in here. Okay, so I'm going to stick those down with my tape pen. I'm going to pop the matte layer on first, not with the dotty one, Jan, with this one. I've had to really think about this because my dotty tape pen, my plain tape pens have always been purple. Now, I'm not complaining that they've gone to pink. You know how much I love my pink, but I still keep picking the wrong pen up.
The wrong one up.
Keep doing it at home. You have to open it as well, Jan. It works better when you open it. It's definitely going to be one of those days, isn't it? Again.
Us both. Yeah,
we had one of these days last week.
I'm rubbing
honestly.
off on you today.
I just blame everything on my age now. It doesn't matter what goes wrong, I just blame everything. I was just telling the guys, I had a very funny experience. I can laugh at it now. It frightened me to death when it happened. We all enjoyed, I think, Storm Isha last week. And then we had a second storm, which I forget the name. I think it began with a J, obviously, the next one. But Nicola's just saying she thinks it was Jocelyn. That does sound vaguely familiar. And she was raging at our house. And I'd been out quite late at my daughter's house and come back, spoke to my hubby, got ready to go to bed, popped up to the bathroom, and the blind was already down in the bathroom because it was dark. Just gone to sit down, and something tapped, well, didn't tap, it banged on the bathroom window. Well, you can imagine my reaction. Honestly, I nearly cleared the loo seat. Absolutely. I'm like, what on earth is outside my bathroom window? And obviously knew that there couldn't be anything outside the bathroom window. Don't be silly, Jan. But yeah, it still frightened me to death. So I was telling the kids about it, and they're like, so you opened the window then to see what was outside? I says, no, I wasn't that daft. I says, I've seen plenty of films. I didn't open the window. I says, I just very, very tentatively lifted the blind a little bit. And it was actually some of the PVC off my eaves under the roof,
right,
that had dislodged in the. Oh, you weren't here when I was telling this, were you, Craig? Yeah. Yeah, it was actually some of the PVC that we've got underneath the eaves for protection that had come adrift, and it had literally fell down, and it was tapping against the bathroom window. There were 3 pieces had dislodged, and they were all tapping against the window. I'm like, Steve! He's like, what's the matter? He come up, he's like, where is it? He thought I'd seen a spider. I says, oh, it's worse than that. I says, there's something outside. He's like, what do you mean there's something outside? has to just have a look at that. So he opened the window, which nearly took his arm off because of the wind. Blew everything off the windowsill that's in the bathroom, and then he's reaching out of the window to try and reach these pieces so that we could save them.
Oh my gosh.
Subsequently did manage it and put them back up again yesterday, so all is good. But honestly, the actual, just that split second of what's outside the window absolutely scared me to death, it did. Right, back to this one then. We are actually going to team this up with the die cut that's in the sentiment collection. Let me just grab that one so I can show you if you're not familiar with it. You can just see here, we've got 3 metal dies and then you've got a series of stamps that mix and match. So I'm just going to go for Hello Friend with this one. So I've stamped the friend, I've cut the little hello piece out of that gold, you know, the bit that I took out of the back, use it for the die cutting, and this one's just going to go across the centre here like this. So I don't think I put any tape on the back of here. No, the New Year's resolution was to try and remember to put the sticky tape on the back, Craig, and I think I've done it once.
You've done it once?
I did it once, yeah. So that's a success in my mind, but yeah, more than once would be even better. So we need to carry on.
You thought you'd done it last week, didn't you? And you spent a minute or two trying to peel the back off,
yeah.
And you realised you hadn't done it.
Yeah, then it wasn't on it, yeah. It was on the other demo, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I am still working on the theory that we need to get the sticky tape on the back here.
Well, we're still only in January, so...
Yeah, honestly.
It feels like it should be November,
I always
the
think
length.
about it afterwards. I think, oh, I should have put double-sided tape on the back of there. It'd be a lot easier, but yeah, it's usually after the event. So this one's just going to nestle nicely in the centre of the wreath there.
So delicate.
And I've just used my tacky glue for that one. I love these little die cut pieces. I like the mix and match as well with the part die cut and part stamp. And you can just see how beautifully that just, I love that. And just imagine lots of different colourways. Like I said, you know, working with this collection, we have leaned to those sort of pinks and blues, but just think about it with other colours in there as well. So show you from the front there, all good to go. Really, really pretty and very little actual work. You know, you can actually be sending these out to your loved ones and wow them, you know, with the effect. But it was very, very simple to do.
That is so beautiful. That delicate with that little sentiment in the middle as well. Stunning, Jan. So much love for what you've just been creating there. We'll go through the comments just in a moment or two. But let's have a look at this collection here. This is your Floral Elegance. Now we're just going to go through the Essential collection. If you want the pads and you want the embellishments, we will show them later on, but they are across on Shop the Day Across on our website as well. So when it comes to this bundle here, now because this is a January launch, this does unfortunately exclude the Spend More, Save More. What I would say, and I'm telling you right now, this is excluded because it's January. Promo code. Do what I do on QVC's website. Put the code in anyway. Try it. What's the worst that can happen? Not work. You know, I do it with other sites as well if I've got a code. If it says it excludes something, I still try it. But I'm just letting you know, this is excluded because it's January launch. Give the code a try anyway. Where you've got the beautiful blooms here. Now this is giving you the beautiful quilled flowers here. So whether it's your card or maybe it's your vellum, but you've got the 3D look within the florals. We're also going to be giving you the sentiment floral. That's giving you that outline of that floral. You're then going to be getting the elegant floral heart. We can see within that one, really full floral heart. You've then got your corner, your blossoming corner. You can see within that one there. Now remember as well, when it comes to our Crafters TV YouTube, you can always go back and watch past shows. And Jan dabbled with this collection last weekend as well, last Saturday. So you can always go back and have a look there. You've got the Floral Elegance of this one where you've got the Spring Bouquet. Then you've also got the Classic Sentiment. So that's where Jan's taken her sentiments from there. So you've got the mix and you've got the match of the stamp as well as the sentiment die. Hello, happy and thanks. You're then also going to be getting your Perfect Peony. So you're given that full Perfect Peony stencil there, 4x6 in size. So you've got that one. You're also going to be getting that floral wreath. So that's the one that Jan just used there a moment ago. And the colours that she used really made it stand out. I mean, look at this one, still beautiful, but more of a subtle pastel tone compared to what Jan done a moment ago. And you've got that option with all your different colours. You're then also going to be getting your Floral Delight. So that one is, essentially, this is a carry-on from our illustrated embossing folders, but you've got your Floral Delight there, you've got your 4x6, and it's 2D in size. You're also then going to be getting 2 your shimmer ink pads. So these are colours that are going to complement the Floral Elegance, so little square ink pads that are giving you the shimmer. We're also going to be giving you the luxurious lace. So look at the statement piece within that die there, that edgeable die, or it could be the invites or wedding stationery. That's in there. And one of my favourites of all time, of course, is decoupage. We're giving you your die-cut decoupage pad. Now, you've got your 36 sheets. However, within each individual sheet, you're going to be able to decoupage 2 different florals here. It is a matte, so you can come along and you can ink it and distress it if you want to. They're die cut, so that just means that you just need to pop them out and then use your glue gel or your foam pads. And although you've got individual layers to build, nothing's stopping you from building up with more height if you want to then fussy cut some of the larger images. You can do that if you want to as well. So that is your essential Floral Elegance collection there. £80 or $105. You've got your platinum price of £64 or $84. It's all on there for Shop the Day for you to check out, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Remember, we've got that spend more, save more as well going on across on the website. We'll run you through all the details throughout the show, throughout the day, but you can find all the details you need to know on the website as well. You've got the standard T's and C's. It does exclude our machines and any of our January launches, but as I said as well, it's a promo code. Give it a shot. It's what I do as well. But we're going to be back just in a moment or two where we're going to do our first round of Play Your Crafts Right. But, well, talking about epic fails, like the start of this show here with myself, here's some more of our epic fails on Crafters TV.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong.
Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry, yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
Roll, foam on a 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 roll. Hey!
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to check out Crafters TV on our sparkling new website, including how to watch live, catch up with previous shows, and how to view the latest schedules. So, let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct location at the top of the page. Click the Crafters TV icon on the top right-hand side of your screen. To watch the show live on the website, click the Watch Now button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the relevant show page where you can watch the show, shop the show, and shop the day at your leisure. To view the Crafters TV schedule, click the View Our Schedule button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the TV schedule where you can browse each date plus all of the shows that are on that day. You can then click on each show to be taken to a page where you can watch and shop the show. If you want to catch up on a previous show, hit the Catch Up button on the purple Crafters TV bar. Then you can scroll down to see all of the previous Crafters TV shows from recent days. If you're looking for something specific, you can click the Craft Expert, Craft Area, Shows and Date filters just above the list of shows. Take a moment to browse until you see the show you want to catch up on, then click onto the show. You'll then be taken to the catch-up page where you're free to watch the show and check out all of the crafty goodies on our Shop the Show and Shop the Day pages. Enjoy!
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Lot of love for what Jan was just there within our last demonstration. Jeffrey is saying, happy Saturday, Craig and Jan and the great CTV superstars. We've also got Carol saying good morning. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but I'm here from Cornwall. Lois is saying that's a beautiful card, Jan. Diane saying that's a beautiful card, Jan. Darcel is saying good morning to my favourite people. Oh, bless you, Craig and Jan. Suzanne is saying to our Jan, terror in the bathroom, Jan.
Honestly, it was, you can laugh at it now, it was just one of those moments.
Oh, I see, for me being me, I would be right out that window having a look.
The worst part about it, the piece of information I left out was that we are currently binge watching a series that is a scary series.
Oh,
so
right.
yeah, there's lots of things lurking outside and which is what my youngest daughter found so funny. She says as if there was going to be something outside the bathroom window.
Plays on the mind. Plays on the mind when you're watching something like that and that happens.
Dear.
Sean is saying, Sean Sanderson on Facebook, using the purple and the blue just makes that stencil design that Jan just done there stand out. It's absolutely stunning. Jan on social is just saying so much love for the stencil work that you were showing there,
thank
Jan.
you guys.
Odd is saying, I love these stencils, so easy to use. Miriam saying that was so beautiful. Love the greenery, Jan, it just finishes it off. Pat's loving what you've done. Shelley, like many people are saying, what a great idea, Jan, to use the stamping platform with the stencils that would also work with things such as the template library, etc.
You know how I love my stamping platform. It's like whenever I can use it, even if I'm not stamping, it's still out there on the desk, yeah.
And quite a few of you are currently waiting on your Yodel delivery of your Crafter's Companion goodies. Let us know what you're getting today. You know, maybe you've had it delivered yesterday or the day before. What have you ordered lately and what is arriving or has arrived? Let us know. As I say, it's Jan on social, so let Jan know within Play Your Crafts Right, and then you can let myself and Jan know what it is that you've got. Right, well, we'll have our first game, because both myself and Jan were saying it's been a long time since each of us have played Play Your Crafts Right, which is all about Sarah's signature. Now, Jan's going to be playing for Team YouTube, and I'm going to be playing for Team Facebook. And we're going to get started. We're going to see who's going to go and win, whether it's going to be YouTube with Jan or Facebook with myself. So I'm just going to turn my phone around just so that there is no cheats coming through. And let's get started with the first round.
Do I need my specs on? Name the signature collection.
Do we have to worry about spelling? Oh, it feels like the Traitors, doesn't it? In your
I need to talk to you about that later. Cool, it was. I was on the edge of my seat.
So was I. I was literally on the edge of my seat. Anyway, no spoilers, don't worry.
Do you know, we did this once before, and it's okay if you've got the collection, isn't it? And we don't, contrary to popular belief, we don't have them all.
No.
I've put a guess down there, but I'm not confident on that one.
I see my spelling's shocking on this one, I'm sorry.
Have
You
you got an answer? Yeah, I
do.
have. I'm not confident.
I am.
You are. What you got? You go first.
Will I go first?
Yeah.
Bohemian Collection.
Oh, well, at least we're on the same track.
Nice.
It was the Dreamcatcher that gave it away, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, is it in another collection? You start doubting yourself, don't you?
You do.
Every time. Excellent. That's a good start.
Rightio, one each.
Oh dear.
Now, I wonder whether we're both going to get the next one. Oh.
Ooh, now then.
Oh. Nug Nugs, would you get that one?
I need to talk to you about this. I need to know the story.
Where Nug Nugs has come from?
I'm not sure on that one. I'm going to go with, I think there was I might be making this up, and this is an even worse spelling.
And I'm quite positive about my spelling. He says as
Oh
he
my
probably
goodness.
fumbles. No, I'm really...
I've no idea whether
you
that's
stumped as well?
That looks shocking.
No, you got it.
I don't even know whether there is a collection called this. I think I've made it up. There are always ones that I haven't got. He's coming.
No, we have done that collection.
Have we? Oh, no. At least it's a collection then. I'm not going to sort of look
I'm not
really
saying
silly.
it's going to be right, though.
Whether it's right is a different matter, but yeah.
See, now I'm questioning myself.
The spelling is atrocious. It's not spelt right, but I'll go first because I don't think mine's right. Yeah. Country Lane.
Lane.
Oh,
that's what I meant.
Do you know? It's like when you know the answer, they're easy, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Country Lane.
Did you? Oh, well, that makes me feel better. Yeah, producer Nick said she'd guess Mediterranean. That does make me feel better, Nick.
Right, because I had that in mind, but I don't know what made me think
I'd
cottage.
forgotten about that one. I like that collection as well. I have actually got Country Lane. Just shows you, doesn't it? Right, so we're still on 1-1. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Actually, I need to stop trying to be so cocksure about myself because it'll probably come back and bite me in the bum.
Do you know, you think you know these things until something like this happens.
Well, I like this game.
Trying to remember the full name as well. Some of them have got more than one word.
The last time I was on, I got European flags, Jan. That was the game. Well, it was worldwide flags. I know.
The worst one
big
I
time.
did was the one that had the music on. Can you put the music to our shows? And we listen to the music at the beginning of every show, but do you actually take any notice of it?
No, I think we've heard it that much. We shut them out now, don't we?
There's another word to this collection, and I can't think what it was. I think. Do I get it if I've only got part of it? Oh, yeah. Right, okay.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Jan just says, would you get it if you got part of it? And Nicola just said, yeah, sorry, I got part of Country Cottage / Country Lane. Apparently Jan's always nice to Nicola. Clearly I'm not.
Right.
Right, yo, I've got mine locked in.
Go on then, I've got mine locked in. What you got?
Dancing Dragonflies.
You see, I knew mine was the wrong bit. Can I rub the second word out? I've got the dragonfly and I was thinking, what's it called? I put Dragonfly Dreams. But I think it is the Dragonfly collection.
Oh, so Nicola's not giving it to you? I will kick off, yeah, if you do give it to Jan and not give it... But if you want to give it to Jan, you can give me one.
Can I have half a point?
Well,
Can I have half a point, producer Nicola?
If Jan's giving you puppy dog eyes...
There we go.
There we go.
That sounds fair.
It does.
See, the producer's word is final.
Well...
No pressure, Nick.
Can we just keep doing this for the next hour and 10 minutes?
Right, okay.
Right.
Oh, Whoa.
Oh, but what's it called? Because that was my favourite one. Oh.
I don't think, I'm not hopeful today. I am sorry, YouTube. How recent are the collections? Is there a whole mixture? Right. Yeah, say no more. That goes with my guess. Oh.
My pen's running out, that's why. Sorry. Right, yo.
Right. I went this time. It was the colour palette that got me this time.
Oh, Jan.
No.
So have I.
Oh! Yes! Excellent.
That was my
I love that
favourite,
collection.
yeah.
I like the contemporary colours for Christmas, I must admit. I was like, I'm hoping this one's right.
Awesome.
I have got so many signature collections, and yet when you sort of take elements out of the thing like that, just a single element, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Right, that was another one then, wasn't it? So are we level, Craig? Oh, yeah, he's going to win me,
I've got
isn't
3.5 apparently.
I might have to go and tackle him in a minute for this last point, yeah.
Tackle
Disable
if you
his
want.
pen. Oh, heck. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I've got it.
Sorry, I was just filling time there. I've gone for Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, it was the paper in the background, I think, that gave that one away.
Oh, see, for me it was the fairy.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was that castle in the
Yeah.
background. I thought, oh, there it was.
Reminds me of Nug Nugs.
Was a little bit not enough though, was it?
Yeah, it might not be me here tomorrow with Corin. Oh, was that the last one for that round?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh, you
Jan
never
could
know.
bring it back in round 2. So what's our
Never know.
scores?
Right, I'm not doing any more demos. I'm going in the library to research Sarah's signature collections.
So I've got 4.5 and Jan will
I
have
was on
3.5.
Oh
so.
dear. Right, I will try my best.
We've got a lot of you going for. Actually, a lot of you got it spot on. Spot on. Well done. Maybe you should start playing at home.
Yeah.
Here we go. Anyway, we'll find out later on whether I'm going to stay in that lead or whether Jan's going to then come across and then put me at the post. Right, let's have a look. Earlier on, when it comes to floral elegance, I was saying about the 3D die-cut toppers that you get included, the decoupage, how much I absolutely love them. I absolutely love these as well. You remember when we first launched how much I said that I really, really loved the topper pads. Now you're going to get them both here, and you've got an abundance of 3D decoupage toppers that you're going to be able to create. Now you can create even more, because when it comes to your decoupage, you don't have to use all the layers for each image. So if you want to, of course, make them last longer, you can do that. But you're going to get all of these ones here. Now there are your die-cut 3D topper pads. Now these are on a 160 GSM, and the actual sheets themselves are 9x12, although you've got multiple images, multiple layers within the one sheet. Now what you're going to be able to create are all of these. Now these are all of your die cuts decoupage that you're going to be able to create. So we've got everyday celebration. So we've gone from the gonks within the actual mood. So if I bring that one back in here, you've got the gonks there, but then what you've also got is the hummingbird. But if I tilt that, so you can see these two at the back there, these are raised up. Now, whether you want to use your foam pads or your glue gel, that's up to you. And of course, you can start to shape them if you want. But all the other images that you're going to get as well is the hot air balloons. You're going to get that nautical feel as well. You've got more from the everyday celebration. So you've got the teddy bears there, you've got that teacup. Then we're going to be going into the fancy floral. So this is giving you all the sunflowers. That's giving you that beautiful floral delight that we can see within that one there. We're also then going to be giving you, carrying on from the fancy floral, love the tones. These would work well with the floral elegance. Actually, most of them would, but certainly these ones here with some of the blues that you've got in there and even the rich deep purples. And then also from your fancy florals, you've got more as well. These are uncoated, so you can start to ink, you could distress if you want, glossy highlights, glitter glues, all of those different crafty mediums that you've got at home that you will be able to use. So it's saying there 30 sheets in total between the two of them there, $9.99 or $12.95. Now you've got your platinum price at $7.99 or $10.36, and you can always use that against or in with your buy more save more across on the website. So when it comes to buy more save more on the website, this is pounds, dollars or euros. If you spend 50, you can get £10 off. If you spend 100, you can get 20 off, and if you spend 130, you can then get 30 off as well. Now you do need to put the code in for each one. So as we're led to believe, although we say one code per customer, that is the actual, so we've got that side, that is each individual one. So you can use that one once, you can use that one once, and then you can use that one, we think. But when it comes to the code, spend save 10, spend save 20, and spend save 30 across there on the website. It does exclude our machines and our new launches and just your general T's and C's. As we always say as well, you know, pop it in, try it in the promo code. If it works, great. If not, then you know that that one was part of the T's and C's. But that's your floral topper pad. You've got the everyday as well. We're going to have a look with Jan when it comes to what can be done.
Right, so I'm going to show you the deal on the stencils because we're going to use this one in the next demo in conjunction with the topper pads. So this was a perfect introduction. You've just had a look at the topper pads. I will just give you a quick flick through of the actual pad when we do the demo. But we've popped a little selection of stencils again together. And this is the large one in here. You've got that large, sort of almost 8.5 inch stencil, but it's got that lovely deep border around it, which I find really easy to use from the point of view of not going over the edge onto a piece of card. And then you've got the border one and the icon as well. So you're getting 3 stencils in this particular one, spots and dots, and we're going to use this large one for our demo. So you're going to get this one, but we're also going to bring in that stylish trio as well. So these are a different size. These are, let me just have a quick look there, 8 inches tall by just over 3.25 inches wide, and you've got the 3 different designs there. Okay, so now I've got these on a board so you can have a look at what they look like for real life. You can see the size of them there. You know, compared to my hand, that 8-inch stencil, you've got a good size stencil there, and then we've just popped some ink through them so that you can see the design. So I tend to resort to the dotty one quite a lot. I love the Harlequin one. This one's great if you're doing a bit more of a, you know, it would go as a background for things like fairies, nautical, anything like that. So this one as well. This is your stylish trio, and you've got 3 in there. So that's 6 stencils altogether. And you're looking at $7.99 or $9.99. But again, you know, when you look at that platinum price, £6.39 or $7.99 for 6 different stencils to use. And like I said, we're going to bring those into play. We're going to put the stencils for a background, and then we're going to bring the topper pad into play as well to put those together as a demo for you. So I'm going to take the goggles off because I don't need those for the demo. I need to get some of those that I can see both with. So what I've done then is I've taken some multi-purpose cardstock. I'm going to borrow the stencil out of here. Okay, so this is the big one. You've also got the spots and dots in a slightly different arrangement in the trio as well. But I'm just going to go with this one for now. And I'm just going to tilt it slightly so that I can get a good range of spots. So this time I'm going to flick back to my opaque, she says. No, I'm not. I've got a mixture there by the looks of it. I've got water reactive in the lemon, the straw bale, and I've got opaque pigment And I think that'll work. That'll work. We'll do. We'll go with those. Yep. So for the straw bale, then I'm going to use the pigment inks. I tend to use my little daubers with. So you've got the little pretties in here. I love these. It's that well used look that it's come into 2 pieces.
Oh, wow.
Love it. So I'm going to take that one out of there. No. I'm fibbing. I'm going to take that one out of there. Those are for the opaques. And then I need a yellow one I'll just grab one out of there for the water reactive. Yeah, I only tend to use my little ink daubers for the opaque pigments, and I try not to contaminate them with the different inks. They behave differently.
Okay.
So the opaque inks are a hybrid ink. These have a dye and a pigment in them. So the dye ink will soak into the card. The pigment stays on top and allows you to do the blending. So yeah, I tend not to use the daubers with the other inks. So first of all, instead of because that's a sponge pad, I tend to pop the ink down onto the surface and just pick it up that way. And then I want sort of an abstracted design. I want some pink and I want some of the lemon. And I chose those colours for you'll see when I bring you the little decoupage topper in as to why I picked those 2 colours. So I'm just going to go really randomly. I don't want any particular pattern. And there are areas where I'm going to overlap the 2 colours, and you will get sort of like a peachy apricot tone by mixing the pink with the lemon. So again, we're just going to bring this over the top. Now you could do this onto the top of pattern paper. It doesn't have to be a plain cardstock. You could do this onto, looks nice on the craft card. So it doesn't have to be a smooth white card. I just wanted a nice clean look for this particular one. So that's the pink. Then I'm going to come in and because this is the water reactive, I tend to go to the ink pad. Because this is a firm felt ink surface, I tend to take the applicator to the actual ink. So again, I'm going to go now just gently. I don't want it to be too deep. Onto here. And as I say, I'm going to come over into the pink in places just to give me that crossover and give me almost like a 3rd shade. And again, I think we tend to forget, we were talking about the layering stamps earlier, Craig, the layering stencils. I think I've got a box full of stencils, and I know I tend to overlook them.
I'm the same.
And they're great for making backgrounds. You know, I've talked many times before, if you have one of those days where the mojo's gone on holiday and you sit there looking at a blank piece of paper, what am I going to do with it? One of my favourite things to do is make backgrounds. Now that may involve stamping, it may involve mixed media products, it may involve stencil, it might be a mixture of all the lot. And then I have a little pouch, a little folder that I pop all the backgrounds in to use at a later date if I'm wanting, a background for something. So pop those to one side. We'll do the reveal there. You can see how we've got that lovely mixture, and then where it's overlapped, we've almost created like a 3rd tone in there. Again, this will just clean up with some water, either under the tap, with a baby wipe, little bit. I tend to just spritz mine and clean it off with the cloth. So we'll do that in a second. Just give that ink a bit of a wipe so that I don't end up leaning in it. As I have a tendency to do.
Just lean in it, put your hand in it, your elbow.
Yeah. Or put the card in it that you've just worked, spent ages working on. My worst one is leaving a wet cloth or a wet wipe on here. And you move your card out the way, and then the wet wipe slowly seeps into the edge of your card. And I think, oh, for goodness sake, Jan. So taking it from this, I've cut it down to the size that I wanted. We're going to make a long, tall, thin DL card. And you can see the one that I used at home didn't have quite as many dots on. I hadn't got this particular stencil, so I just pulled out one of mine that had got dots and spots on. And I've mounted it on that lovely bright yellow to bring out the yellow colour. I've added a little bit of ribbon there. We're going to put a bow on this as well in the ribbon. And then it just needed a little bit of the old doodling around the edge there, just to centre it and focus the eye into that stencil rather than those edges. So that's going to be our main piece. I've just cut my multi-purpose card. The width here is 8 1/4, and I've just done 8 1/4 across. So the DL is double length. So whatever your, one side is, we do, and then scored it in half. So that's going to be my card blank. In fact, we'll get that stuck down ready, because that one's going to go straight on to the card blank, and then we're going to have a little look at that, a little closer look at that decoupage pad. I love the decoupage, and again, it's something I forget I've got. I've got all my decoupage pieces together in one area, and I forget about them because I am sort of basically a stamper at heart. I tend to reach for the stamps before I go for the decoupage, and when I get them out, I always think, oh, they are lovely. So I've got my everyday celebration ones with me here. 9 by 12 inches, it's a good weight, 160 GSM, don't forget you're layering them up. And you're going to get 3 different designs that Craig showed you on the boards, but there are 5 sheets of each design, and there are multiples on that sheet, so you've got loads and loads of these. So that first one there has got those lovely little, what did you call them, Craig?
Gonks.
Gonks, I call them gnomes. Are they the same thing? I don't know. I don't know.
Gonks, you can't see their eyes. So can we see? So yeah, so gnomes, you can see their eyes.
Right.
And
See, you learn
gonks,
something
can't
every
see their
day.
eyes.
Every day is a school day, isn't it? You can see my bits that are missing. You can see which I actually went for that one, and that's where the peachy pink and lemon tones came from. So I put that one together. But you've got that gorgeous, is it a hummingbird or a kingfisher? One or the other there, but these just literally pop out. They're all die cut ready. The second sheet got those lovely, those little teddy bears would be great for Valentine's Day, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And then you've got the little teapot and cups, which again I think is a nice one, especially if you're sending out invites, something like that. Let's go for a coffee. And then the third one, I love this one. I was very tempted to do a masculine version with the nautical theme, but I thought, no, we'll go with the pinks one, obviously, the pinks
Really spring-like what you've done.
And then the hot air balloons. So yeah, there's some really nice ones, and that's just one of the pads. There are 2, remember. And what I did, I took my elements out, and I've layered them up. You can see there, I've used foam pads in between mine this time. Sometimes I use the 3D glue gel, sometimes I use the foam tape, and then if I give it a little wiggle for our James, you can just see that I've highlighted it with a little bit of glitter. So all I've done is put some of my glue on, shaken a little tiny bit of iridescent glitter on, and just in areas, just to embellish it, just to add that little bit of extra. Nice. And what we're going to do is we're just going to use this as our feature, and you can see how nicely that tones in now with that pink and lemon. So I'm just going to go with this flat. You can add another layer of foam here if you wish, but I'm actually just going to go flat, straight onto the card with this bit now. And we're going to pop this a little bit further up in the centre of the width of the card. Like so. And then I've got a bow to go at the bottom here. And then, you know, I talk about this every time I come. I really do not put this set of stamps away. This is actually that little set of sentiments again. And, do you know, I love it. It just sits on my desk. It never goes away. And I gave you the tip for actually stamping all these out at once. And then I just sit and cut them out and put them in a little box. So I've got hugs and kisses for this one. And I think, yeah, I actually put some tape on the back of this. So we're just going to go for... Where are we? Now then, Nicola's actually talking about my New Year's resolution in my year. So yeah, this is actually red line tape. The sticky that I was talking about earlier was the double-sided sticky. That's the one I need to work on, Nick. Yeah, I'm not too bad with this bit. It's actually the, when I'm doing a die cut, and I think afterwards I should have put the double-sided adhesive on there, and then it will stick nice and simply. But yeah, that's the bit I need to work on. Right, so all we're going to do then is we're going to go hugs. Then I'd already done my and. Are you all right over there, Craig? Bless him. Oh, I didn't see that bit. There's him here feeling sorry for him, and there's him having a little snack over there. There's no wonder he's choking. Honestly.
Can't get away with anything in this place, can you?
Not at all.
It's still going. Oh, it's white chocolate digestive.
Brought water to his eyes, that one. So hugs and kisses, and then I'm going to grab my tacky glue there, because in my stash I've got these lovely little embellishments. So I'm just going to pop one here and probably one up at the top with the tacky glue. Oh, it's joining in now. They're all at it. It's going off out there. So we've got a little heart to go on there. That will dry nicely with the embellishments, and a little one to go there. And then I've got my glue gun at the ready. I'm just going to pop a little bit of hot glue on the back of here to
so
stick.
Cute.
And I just think, you know, even though it's not traditionally red, I just think this would make a cute little Valentine's card. There we go. So just that little bit of extra decoration there. And think just how nice that stencil looks in the background. I tend to reach a lot for my pattern papers for backgrounds. I do it a lot. I love my paper pads, but I just think occasionally it's nice to just throw something else into the mix. And at that price, you know, you've got all those stencils to play with, and it just creates a really delicate touch to the background of your card there.
That is so...
So, are you all right there, Mr. Laird? Can we throw back to you?
I think I'm all right now, yeah. I can still feel it just tickling there, just in the back of the throat. I think I'm all right. I think I'm all right. That's what I get for trying to eat a biscuit when we're live. So, this one, so that was on the screen there, you've got Jan's stencil set. So what Jan was using there a moment ago, if you want to grab that, you can do $7.99 or $9.99. It's half price, but then your platinum price is $6.39 or $7.99. I know there's a couple of questions come through, so after we come back from our next break, I'll send them across to Jan and we can get them answered. But if you do want to go for these topper pads, you can absolutely do that. Remember, you're going to get them both. If I turn these around here, just so we can get another wee look at them here, you've got your everyday and you've also got your fancy floral, where you've got all of that depth, should you want to create that depth, of course, with the foam pads or the glue gel. So you've got your second load of images from the fancy floral, and then your third load as well. So you've got that set. And you're also going to get the everyday celebrations as well. So as Jan was saying there, you know, these could be for Valentine's, special occasion, perfect, of course, for the guys. And then also showcasing the one that Jan just used there a moment ago, whether, of course, it's a gonk or whether it's a gnome. You can call it whatever you like. But you're going to get them both of them, being the fancy florals and the everyday celebrations there. $9.99 or $12.95. Half price.
Still struggling with them crumbs, aren't you? Bless him, he's keeping going, he's slowly...
I'm good. $7.99 or $10.36. Now, you're going to get both pads there, all die cut as well, so you just need to pop them out and then get creative. Right, we are now going to do, I'm sorry, I'm putting a spanner in the works. Instead of showing what we're away to show and then we're going for a break, we're going to go for a break now so I can try and compose myself.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
I think I've always been a little bit crafty. I used to craft when I was very young, and I say craft, I used to take a needle and a cotton and sew all my own clothes, tie-dyeing and things like that. South Yorkshire's a gorgeous place. Barnsley in particular, I love. It gets a lot of flack, but it's a really beautiful, picturesque place to live, especially because there's lots of green places around there, lots of lovely parks and things like that, but it is a gorgeous place to live. So the people who inspire me, well, the people who inspire me most, especially into craft, was my Auntie Jean, who's no longer with us, but I give her always a big shout out because she absolutely introduced me properly into the passion of paper crafting. I followed Craig for a long time before he actually joined Crafters Companion, and I always loved his style. I used to follow his blogs, his, you know, all these things that he used to do on Facebook and all the various companies that he used to work for, and then I absolutely felt honoured when he joined our team. You know what's lovely about having all this amazing team from Craig, Jan, Debbie, Michelle, Becky. Have I missed anyone? I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have, but it's lovely because they're like-minded people. We love and passionate about craft. especially Crafters Companion. So for me, having that lovely team is just phenomenal, and I wouldn't be without them literally every single day. I have a big love affair that has been going now for 40, let's get this right, 41 years with a certain group called Bucks Fizz, or as they are now known, The Fizz. When I got that phone call, well, firstly, I had the email saying, would I like to come and join? And I used to work in the Crafters Companion store, I was assistant manager there. But when I got that email, I thought at first, is this a joke? Because I had to check, was this a joke? But when I actually went for the interview and went through the process, when I got that phone call from Laura to tell me that they had wanted me on that TV team, that for me to date is the biggest, proudest moment I've ever had working for Crafters Companion in the 6 years that I've been here.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
There we go, that's everything you need to know about Club Inspire. Now, before we go into our next round here, we've got a few questions come through, so I'm going to fire them across to Jan. So one of them, Jan, or there's two from Tim, and Tim's saying, absolute heart of gold, by the way, Tim's saying, I make cards for a rare disease UK charity, and I give all the money that I make to them. I want to use my other crafting, so if counted cross-stitching and use that in conjunction with my crafting, what's the best way to attach to my cards, please? So it's cross-stitch panels that he makes.
I used to cross-stitch many, many moons ago. I've got loads of them at home. I think I would probably, what I used to do if I'd use them for gift cards and things like that, I would use something like the red line tape to secure the Ada to a card front, and then I used to make a frame to go over the top to encase that Ada, and then you'd got your design in the middle, and I think I'd probably go either with the red line tape again it would stick onto the Ada fine. If not, I think the tacky glue would probably work best because it sticks more than just paper. The solvent glue, the all-purpose, is really good for cardstock and paper, whereas the tacky glue, which is the one in the, I tend to decant mine, but the one in the bottle like this one works with lots of other mediums, so things like glass, things like acetate, things like wood. So yeah, fabrics, anything like that. Other than that, you can get specialist fabric glues as well, and you can see them on our website. We sell different fabric glues in the soft craft section, so it might be worth having a look at those. But I think the red line tape would do the job if you have some of that handy. And yes, pop them either on the front of your cards or you could frame them, that kind of thing. They'd look great, and well done on doing them for those charities, Tim. That is absolutely amazing.
It really, really is, isn't it? Thank you for that, Jan. But Tim's also asking, so this is going back to your first demonstration within the Floral Elegance and the Laird stencils. Same quick question. Can the water reactive inks be used instead of quick dry if you let them dry?
Absolutely. It was actually water reactive ink that I used for this particular demo. Okay, I chose the water reactives, but you could use your opaque inks. You could use the quick dries. You just need to be very quick at blending with the quick dries because the chemical makeup of the quick dry pad is made to dry as soon as it touches and that sort of porous surface of the cardstock. So I find the quick dry ones more difficult to blend because they dry so quickly. So my choice for layering, if I was stamping, that's a different matter. I would always go to my quick dry inks for stamping with a layering stamp, but with a stencil, I would be thinking more along the lines of water reactive, opaque, the shimmer inks come up gorgeous, the metallic inks, anything that's got that open time that will allow you to move it around and blend it. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question.
It does, thank you for that, Jan. And last one as well for now, this is from Sean, and Sean is saying, can I please ask a question, Jan, when it comes to ink pads? What ink pads or which ink pads work best on Centura Pearl card? Ink pads really still confuse me.
Right, okie dokie. So because Centura Pearl is a coated surface and it's got that beautiful pearlescent sheen to it, you will find that all of your inks take longer to dry. Anything that's water-based on that pearlescent surface will take longer to dry. Now, you can bring in your heat tool, but obviously heat will warp your card, so that needs to be very minimal. Otherwise, it's a case of leaving it to air dry for a fair bit of time. So my top tip for that would be to use our opaque inks, which are nice and wet and sticky, and actually pop some embossing powder over the top of it to set it. So you can stamp straight onto the Centura Pearl, and then if you want to use the colours, I would use a clear embossing ink, or if you want to emphasise that colour, you could add a coloured embossing powder over the top as well. So whichever way you do it, once it's heat set, it's not going to go anywhere. But the other inks will dry in time. It's just I don't have the patience to wait for them to dry. So yeah, that would be my top tip for stamping on anything that has a coated surface like the Centura Pearl does.
Awesome, perfect. Thank you
Yep.
for that one, Jan. We've still got some time towards the end of this Play Your Crafts, right? If there is anything that you want to ask while Jan is here, then of course send the questions across. We do have our middle show in the middle of the day, which is the Craft Along, of course. You can ask questions, but we tend to keep that with questions for the Craft Along. But both myself and Jan are back for the masterclass tonight. So again, if there is any questions that you think of and you forget within this show, you can always ask later on and I'll feed them across to Jan within masterclass. But you've still got time within Play Your Crafts Right. And talking about Play Your Crafts Right, let's have a look. Let's delve into our second round of our game, which is all about Sarah's signature. So Jan is playing for YouTube and I am playing for Facebook. We're currently sitting for myself at 4.5 points and Jan's 3.5 points, so she's not far behind me. So Nicola's just said, if we need it, there is a clue, because, yeah.
I don't recognise them.
Neither do I.
Are they foxes from anything? Now then, what was it called?
Nicola's asking, do we want a clue?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think maybe we need it for that one.
Oh, so this collection is to do with threads and fabrics.
Now, we've not done one of those for a long time.
No. So
there's one that immediately springs to
It
mind.
was in like a peachy, orangey...
But I think we did two, didn't we, that were based around...
I'm just turning my phone around, just...
I can only remember one of them. What was the other one called?
Remember, get your guesses in the comments as well, and then once myself and Jan finish this round, we'll have a guess.
I can't remember the other one. I'm going to have to go with the one that I remember.
Yeah. I can picture it, if it's the one I'm thinking. I just can't think of the name.
What was the other one? I'm sure there were two.
Yes, there was. One was in like a peachy tone packaging. One was in like a blue tone packaging, baby blue.
Oh, I can remember both of them now. So which one was it? I think what I've written... I'm sticking with the one I've written down.
See, I can't even remember the name. I've not got anything written down. No, I can't. I'm going to have to just
Oh, I might be able to catch
give
up.
up
I
on
don't
that
know.
one.
There's two to choose from, I think. Oh. Right, shall I show you? Right, I went with
So lovely.
So Lovely from the Homemade. It was the other one.
So the other one.
It was the other one. It was the colours as well. I thought the So Lovely one had that lovely green and blue in.
Maybe it did. Maybe it did.
Do you know, we're not very good at this.
So
Definitely.
Nicola's saying that was the hardest one.
Right. Oh, I thought I was going to catch up then. It was, wasn't it? Right. Let's go.
Right. Oh. Oh, it's gone right out of my head there. Oh yeah, okay, doke. No, I'm not rubbing out what I've just, well, technically I am, but it's because I'm not doing what Molly done last night on Traitors. Don't worry, no spoilers. No, my board was still wet, so my pen wasn't working. Still not working. Here we go.
Ooh, I don't think you've put this. Looking at what you were writing then, I don't know whether you've put the same as me.
So I've...
Go on.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I've put the Snow Queen.
Oh. Mm. You might be right. Oh, shocking.
It was that pleated tutu.
You see, this is exactly what happened to me last time. I don't have that collection. On the sample was an answer. I can't read that from here, Nick. Even with my goggles on, I couldn't tell you what it said on the sentiment. Crikey.
I love you, Jan. It's just excuses. It's just excuses.
Oh, he's going to win now, aren't you? Right. Oh.
I'm telling you, we all love each other until Play Your Crafts Right come, and that's it. Open playing field. Oh my gosh, I was just using this the other day with my layout collection.
I keep doubting myself about what they're called.
I have to be careful because I call it something else. I've named what it's actually called, and I'll explain that in a minute.
Oh, I'm getting high on the smell of this pen over here.
Oh.
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 Crikey. I'll let you have a little sniff at it when we
Have
finish.
your pen?
Honestly. Go on then. What do you put?
Put Roaring 20s. Yeah.
Yay!
I always just call it Art Deco collection. So.
Roaring 20. So that's another one, isn't it? So, oh, I hope somebody's keeping count. I don't, yeah.
Nicholas.
Well, I didn't get any, did I, last time? So I don't need to put a point on for last time. Is this the last one? Two more?
Two more.
Right. How many have you got, Craig?
I got about 6.5.
Oh, you need to get the next two wrong. If you don't mind, I'll pay you later. That one is... Do I need to go and read the sentiment? Right, I'm off.
Let me just check them as well then.
Ready? 3,
right.
2, 1.
'Twas
go.
the night before Christmas. Oh, no, it's actually 'twas the night.
Oh dear. Excellent. That was funny. So I couldn't read that from where I'm stood here, even with my glasses on. How bad is that, honestly? And the distance vision glasses as well. They're not for close-up stuff, hence why I take them off when I'm demoing. Crikey.
Right, yeah.
Right, that's it now. I'm done for. Let me see if I can get the last one.
Oh.
Sarah signature.
Oh, no, at first glance, I wouldn't have said that was a Sarah
No,
signature.
my initial reaction then, and I'm thinking, no, that's not a Sarah sig.
Oh.
Do I need to come close? Maybe we should start and play this game right in front of the camera.
That is...
Oh, are there any clues for this one?
So I think that's deceiving. I think that's deceiving because I think that doesn't showcase what the actual collection was about.
No, I'm thinking of a collection that you wouldn't put with that particular image. Last year. Oh yeah, last year, yeah. I think I may be way out of... way out of sync with this one.
You ready? I put Wild at Heart.
Oh, Craig, at least we're on the same page. Yes!
Yes!
Nice!
All right,
20s.
Nicola.
Yeah.
Nicola wants to deduct a point because I didn't actually write the word heart. Yeah. How that do you know that was a good one? That was good.
It was, yeah, because like you say, it wasn't typically of the theme, was it?
No. But
Well-
both me and Jan still got it.
You did.
Well, sorry, Facebook has won
Yes.
because I won. I won for
Good
Facebook.
job.
So we are going to ask Jan on the social to pick 5 names from Team Facebook.
Yep.
Where, of course, you're then going to, yeah.
Well
What do
done.
the guys, it's been that long since I've done Player Crafts, right? What do the guys at Facebook win, Nicola? A voucher. Oh, you win a voucher. Oh, right, we'll get those names just shortly and we'll read them out just before the end of the show. Some really, really good guesses here with one of them a moment ago, I'm not sure which one, but Suzanne was saying no idea. We've got Pat, some of the guesses she's had there was Forest Friends and Woodland Friends. Oh, I remember that one.
That's Woodland Friends, that's the one I was thinking of.
Was that the one you were thinking of?
With the little foxes, yeah.
Betty Weaver, so lovely. That's the only one that I knew. Arhelia is saying, this must be of been before my time on the design team. Don't remember. We've also got Mary Pat saying, I'm being reminded of the collections that I need to use. I'm thinking the same as well, Mary Pat. We've got Kim was saying, she got that right, was the night before Christmas. And Jan on social is saying, a lot you went with Wild at Heart. Some of you have gone for Cheers to You collection.
That was my original thought, and then I thought, no, that's not a signature collection.
No,
yeah,
yeah. Just as an FYI, by the way, so Jan's back on Sunday with Debbie Robinson. Debbie's going to be on this side. I'm back on Saturday next week. Debbie Robinson's on this side, and I've got a Cheers to You masterclass. So if you want some ideas with a Cheers to You, I've also got a layout collection masterclass as well. But just while you were talking about Cheers to You, but our Meredith is saying, well, 7 out of 10 is not bad. Not bad at all. Well done. That was a lot of... I'm going to say, for me, not that I've done many games, but that's one of my favourite games that I've done. Really, really enjoyed that one. Really enjoyed that one. Yes, so well done to Facebook. Right, let's have a look at our floral elegance here. So we're going to have a look at the papers this time. So earlier on, we showcased the Essential collection. Now, all of them, we've got the Essential collection, the Embellishment collection, and the Paper Pad collection. You're going to find them all on shopthedayacross.co.uk.com or .eu. And we'll maybe have a look at a couple of the others, but they're there all on the website. We're going to have a look at the Paper Pads, and then we're going to go straight to Jan for a demonstration here. because with this paper pad bundle, you're going to get our pack, and these are our foil transfers. These are stunning. If you've got our original foil transfer collection, then you can start to team them together. You can use the foils from that set in with these and vice versa. But this is how they're going to come. 14 sheets in total. 7 of those sheets are like a rose gold foil, coppery foil that you've got. You've got all your numbers. What you've also then got is your sentiments, you've got your frames, you've got your embellishments, you've got your florals as well. You've then got more of your florals, minute detail there, accent detail in there. Then you're also going to be getting all your uppercase and your lowercase as well. Just very quickly chop them out. You don't need to do fussy cutting, just chop them out and then you can then start to add the foil that you get included. So that is your foil transfer. You're also then going to be getting 24 sheets. Not only the most beautiful printed vellums, but what you're also going to get is foiled on that as well. So you're going to get 6 designs and then you're going to get a multitude of each. But if I just pop my hand underneath there, you can see that foil that you get. Stunning. It really, really is stunning. I have no other words other than stunning for this collection here. Yet beautiful and gorgeous, and I really don't think any word will really kind of showcase what this collection looks like other than stunning. 8 by 8 in size, 24 sheets, as I say, 6 designs, and then you've got a few sheets of each. You've got the 6 by 6 paper pad. I'm not going to flick through that one because we'll flick through the 12 by 12 version, which is exactly the same, but 24 sheets there. You've then got within that one there, you've got 12 designs and they are double-sided as well. Let's have a look, before we go to the paper pad, let's go in with, I know one of mine and Jan's favourite here because you've got satin card in here. We both love the satin card. So you do have satin, but you've also got mirror as well. I mean, look at that satin, Jan, within this collection.
Absolutely love. I reach for the satin more than the mirror card, I think, if I'm honest. I like mirror card, but I just think this, I don't know, there's just a touch of luxury to that and that gold to die for. Absolutely gorgeous.
I do have to say, just kind of going off trend here, you know, Buzz Lightyear says reach for the stars. Earlier on you said you reach for the stamps and then now you said you reach for the satin. I think that needs to be kind of like your tagline now. Never mind Buzz Lightyear, reach for the stamps or reach for the satin. But you've got that 12 by 12, you've got that satin, you've got that mirror as well, 24 sheets, and then you've got 3 satin and 3 mirror. So that is that luxurious cardstock. Still sticking with the luxury cardstock where you've got your 24 sheets of that pearlescent card here, 6 colours that you've got. So let's have a flick through these ones. So you've kind of got that off-white, the baby pink, you've then kind of got more of that, what am I trying to think? Like rose, a sorbet or a rose, yeah. Then you've got your browns, your navies, and then your greys as well. So you've got that pearlescent. You're also then going to get, are these just both exactly the same? I think they are. Yes, they are. You've got your 12 by 12 here. 24 sheets once again. You've then got your 12 designs, but you've got double-sided. You've got that front and you've also got the back as well. So within these, you've got that bold floral on one. Each of these sheets here is that incredible kind of pearlescent look. So on one side, you can see you've got your pattern, but then if you go onto that opposite side, you've then got what's right there into the backdrop is then what's brought through onto that opposite side here. You've got your navies, you've got your peaches, you've got your tans in there as well, you've got your roses in there, you've just got a variety of different colours, but having the best of both worlds with having the block on one back, on the back of one, and then you've got that floral, bold floral design on the other one there. So you've got your 24 sheets. Remember, 6 by 6 is exactly the same. It's just been shrunk down. And that's what consists of the Floral Elegance paper pad. The pads that are 12 by 12, the 6 by 6, the 8 by 8 vellums, and you've got the foil transfers as well. £75 or $99. You've got your platinum price at £60 or $79.20. Or if this is your first order after joining Club Inspire that you've seen, of course, with Sarah within that video before, you're going to get 20% off your first order. So if that's the case, put a few things, because it's 20% off essentially your basket. So taking advantage of the 20% off when you join Club Inspire, which is free. Right, now that we've had a look at them, remember all the other options within the Floral Elegance is across on Shop the Day, across on the website, so check that one out. But let's go to Jan, where we're going to get some more inspiration.
Right, so this time we've actually chosen the stamp. So this is actually a stamp and die set, the Spring Bouquet, and it's got the most beautiful sort of floral bouquet of flowers there, and you get the outline metal to cut it out as well. So what we're going to do is stamp this out and show you, and then I have actually got one that I've coloured in just to save a little bit of time. So again, this time I've just chosen some of our Smooth Nina cardstock because I use my alcohol pens to colour. Now, there's no, set rule that says that you have to use alcohol markers. If you're wanting to use a watercolour, then I would go for watercolour paper. It may be that you've bought into those gorgeous pencils that we had on at the top of the show, those duo colours, so again, you can colour with those. So just because I'm using alcohol markers, I was paid attention to the ink pad that I was going to stamp with, and this is our alcohol proof ink, and you know that my go-to one is always Flagstone. It's just a personal preference. I just find it a little bit softer than that black. There are occasions when I want a nice solid black outline, but in general I tend to use that grey, that Flagstone one. So we're going to ink up the stamp and then transfer that to our cardstock there. So nice firm pressure along that platform. Transfer that, just give it a second for that ink to transfer. And then we've got that beautiful, just look, it is stunning, isn't it? So just that on its own, if you did this in a water-based ink, you could start and use a brush to just pull in a little bit of the colour if that's the look that you want. I quite like the idea of these done in like sepia tones.
Oh, nice.
To maybe use like the brown waterproof ink, the brown watercolouring ink pad, and just pull the edges in with some wet water, or with your crystal glitter pen, things like that. I've actually gone for the coloured version. So I've actually done mine at home and added the colour in here. So if I lay this one over the top, you can see this is where we've gone to. And then I've just I have to have gems on everything. Even if it's a guy's card, it has gems on. But then you know me, I start worrying about this, Craig. I did wonder if in a former life I was something very different to a craft expert, because I always have to chop everything up. I do it a lot. I do it with all sorts of different things, whether it's embossing folders or, stuff like this. And I think, what was I in a former life that's got this need to chop things up? I don't know. So yes, all I've done
suggestions in the comments.
Yeah,
what was Jan in a previous life?
Crikey, yeah. Don't forget we're a friendly family show, yeah. So yeah, all I did was pop it in my guillotine and roughly go for the centre down the middle, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a second. I also took that lovely Floral Delight embossing folder, really, really pretty, again with that gorgeous floral design on there. I just pop it on the back of there, you'll be able to see that a little bit better. Just a stunning backdrop to anything. And this is the one where I said I'd gone with some different colours. So what I did, I created myself some background with some very, very pale. This is the scattered straw, the lemon one. Is it?
Straw bale.
I'm doubting myself again now. What have I just used? Straw bale, that's it. Straw bale, that's it. And then the baby blue. All right, just pop these together and then just flicked a little bit of water on them, and then I've passed that through that embossing folder. So this is going to be my backdrop rather than one of those pieces of design paper this time. It's got the bling on it, it's necessary, it has to be in my world. And then I've also put some tape on the back just to remind me that I am actually going to pop something over this, and I'm going to turn it on its side like so. This pattern is pretty generic, so I'm going to make my card this way. And what I'm actually going to pop round it is just, I love my vellum, I really do. I just think it softens everything. So all I'm going to do is take a 2-inch strip, torn it because I love that little white edge that it reveals, and then I'm just going to wrap this around here to create a focal point for my sentiment. So again, pop some tape on the back ready to remind me, because I'm the world's worst sticking everything together and then realising that I didn't put the ribbon on or I didn't wrap round what I was planning to wrap round. So yeah, the tape there just gives me a reminder that we want to put something around it. So that's going to be that top layer. Okay. And then my background, I've just made a simple 5x7 card, but it's a top fold card, so it's going to open with that fold at the top. And then I've actually layered up a little bit of glitter card. Now this is from our luxury card packs that have the glitter, the mirror and the satin in. And then this is actually the pearlescent blue from the paper pad that Craig's just shown you for this particular collection, for the Floral Elegance collection. Done it again, I've picked the purple tape pen up. Honestly. It's got a picture on. Nicola's just saying maybe we need to write on them. It's actually got a diagram on it. It's just training the brain that it's no longer purple, it's now pink. So yeah, I'm just going to pop that matte and layer on the back there, just with a nice little white border around the edge.
Just wait till Tracy stocks us up with the OG ones. Really throw you back to the purple.
And then we're going to go back, yeah. And it's weird because even though the other two were both purple, I never had any trouble telling them apart. No. But now we've changed it to pink. I always grab the other one, yeah. So then I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to stay with the tape pen because we've got that pearlescent nature of the cardstock from that paper pad. I'm just going to stay with my tape pen. I know that's going to do the job and stick nicely to that cardstock. And again, we're just going to pop this one on top. It's just got a very, very narrow blue border just to differentiate from that glitter card there. Okay. And then the idea with these is we're actually going to go along the lines of, it's that way, isn't it? So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go here. And it just transforms what was, you know, a bouquet of flowers like this into something totally different. So again, because I'm going onto that inked surface, even though the ink's dry, because I did this at home, I'm still going to revert back to my tacky glue for this, just so that I get a nice bond and that wet glue will seep into the embossed detail on the card. So it's going to give me a nice sort of adhesive. So that one is going to go with the straight edge, and I'm going to tuck it just underneath the vellum and then line that edge up with the bottom. So there's not actually a lot of the embossing folder showing, but it has got that extra sort of depth and dimension for the background. So again, just that same.
What's lovely to see as well, this just absolutely shows, Jan, what you're doing, that although a collection may have a specific colour theme, you don't have to keep it that colour theme, of course.
Not at all,
you can
no.
then
And
change it.
I have to remind myself of that, Craig, because I think we all get carried away. We love the paper pads, we love the, you know, the supplementing solid colours and things like that. But I just wanted to show you, you know, that you can actually move away from those colours and it still look equally as nice. So make sure we get it back the right way up. So that's my card background. And then again, like I did on the first one, absolutely love the sentiments here. So this time we've stamped out the wishing you a, and then I've got happy. And I appear to have lost my birthday. I did have a birthday to go on the bottom from here, but we'll find that one. It's probably still in the little bag that I'd got it all in. So the idea is that this one is going to go on the top, like so. So this one's going to go here, just on the edge of the vellum, like so. And then I've got happy, which I still don't put, I didn't put any sticky on the back. It's terrible. It just shows that the, you know, the wet glue does work.
Yeah, Nicola.
Yeah, just drill it in.
She's really
and then
giving you a
I
hard
tend
time,
to,
Jan,
because
isn't she?
I'm going onto the vellum and I don't want that glue to seep out, I'm just going to tap off any excess on the old cloth. And then this one's going to go in here like so. So wishing you a happy. And then, as I say, I stamped out birthday, which I just need to locate. It's gone AWOL. I will find it and I will stick it on. Is it under the glass mat? Oh, Nicola, well remembered. Last time I did this, it was, wasn't it? And no, it's not. I don't know where it's gone. I will locate it and I'm going to put the birthday here at this side. Yep. It was, they were all together on here, but they
James
disappeared.
Cam's
As I say,
in.
I will find it. It's not under the edge of the Gemini.
Who needs eyes when we've got James Cam?
Yeah.
James, can we see what you're doing?
Is he having a
Are you able to do that?
search?
Look at that.
Yeah. I think it's probably fell on the... It might even still be on my desk at home, who knows? But yes, the idea was wishing you a happy, and then I was going to put birthday just on the edge of the vellum to echo this side. So you get the idea. I will have a nosy, but I can see time ticking away. But just showing you how to use that lovely image, but in a different way and in a different colour theme. So yeah, wishing you a happy, it could be anything, an anniversary, wishing you a happy day, wishing you a happy birthday, wishing you a happy event, fill in the blank. Yep, there we go. It was done on purpose.
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. What a great way as well to see. As I said before, you know, although a collection may have a specific colour style, mix it up. Go rogue, and it can then work with any colour that you want. Now, if you want to do what Jan's just done there, although she used some of the elements from the paper pad, you've got the main collection, essential collection, you're going to find on the website. You're then going to find the embellishments as well as that card bundle. I'm not going to go through the card bundle because we're, you know, about 10 minutes or so for the end of the show, and then, of course, we want to do demo of the show. But if you want the card bundle, £75 or £19. Oh, she found it. Found it. £99 or $60 platinum price for you guys being $79.20. Don't forget as well, for you guys Central Europe, all your prices in euros are across .eu. Now let's get a head start when it comes to demo of the show, so we can go back to Jan and we can see which is going to be a tough decision, I can tell you that.
I found it. It was on the floor. It had escaped. It's here, look. It is a birthday on my card. But yeah, whatever you fancy. So let's have a look then. We started at the top of the show with the Floral Elegance, and we did that beautiful layering stencil set and popped that onto a little stepper card there. So that was number one. Then we moved over to the stencil pack with the decoupage topper pads. And we just created that lovely DL style with the decoupaged element at the top here. If I just turn it on its side, you can see the depth in there. It's lovely. So that's number two. And then number three, we finally got, it is actually a birthday event, wishing you a happy birthday, again using that floral collection, but changing the colour scheme, and then just chopping up the stamp there gives it a completely different look. So 1, 2 or 3 today.
Awesome. You've got a couple of minutes to get your votes in. Jan on social is going to tally them up and then she's going to let us know. Shall I tell you the winners within Play Your Crafts Right? So, of course, it was from Facebook. So the names that I'm going to read out, I do need you to then just drop us an email on ctvprizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Just let us know, of course, you're a winner when it comes to Play Your Crafts Right. And that is Stephen Nicol. We've got Beth Ross Lucas. We've got Bernie Sale, Lynn Harvey and Susanna Stevens. Congratulations.
Well
so again,
done, guys.
Stephen Nicol, we've got Beth Ross Lucas, Bernie Sale, Lynn Harvey and Susanna Stevens. If you can email ctvprizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk, just say, of course, you're a winner from Play Your Crafts Right, and we'll get that voucher sent out to you for you to shop across on the website. So congratulations, you'll have Play Your Crafts Right back again next. Oh, it's me and Robinson next week.
Oh, now then, she is a competitor. Bless her. She is. I'm looking forward to seeing our Debs next week. I've not seen her for what seems like forever.
Be good to see you back together.
We do have
again.
a natter, but I've not actually seen her physically for well before Christmas.
Yeah, oh, that'll be nice then.
Yeah.
I'll be tuning in. You can see you got me on the Saturday, and then I'll be tuning in to the both of them on the Sunday. Right, before we run out of time, let's have a look at some card blanks here. Not only are you going to get your card blanks, you're also then going to be getting, well, you're not, you're going to get the envelopes as well to go with them. So let's have a look at these ones. You've got your Pearlescent, Centura Pearl card and envelopes. Now with these, cracking price. You've got your Snow White and you've also got your Metallic Rose. This is a two-piece selection. Now, yes, you've got your card blanks. Now, within each of them, you are going to be getting 8 card blanks, which are 310 GSM, because they are Centura Pearl, but the envelope themselves as well is a heavyweight Centura Pearl paper, so it's still Centura Pearl. The Metallic Rose Gold, and then you've also got your Snow White as well. So that is giving you 8 card blanks and 8 envelopes, and exactly the same when it comes to the Metallic Rose Gold. 8 card blanks, 310 GSM, And then you've also got your envelopes as well. I'm not too sure of the weight of the envelope, but it's a heavyweight paper or it's a heavyweight Centura pearl. So you've still got that Centura pearl from the envelope. $4.99 or $6.99, that is half price. If your platinum price, of course, that's going to come down to $3.99 or $5.59. You could pay that for one pack, and that is just standard smooth white card blank and a standard envelope. So the fact that you've got it in Centura pearl and you're getting them both is exceptional. The other way you can think about it is buy one, get one free. You can think of it that way, whatever way that you want. Multi-buy on that one. If you can, I would highly recommend that you multi-buy. We always need card blanks. And then even then, also card blanks, you can always chop them up, use them as mats and layers, and then things like the envelopes, you can do your pocket wallets and that sort of stuff. So crack and buy on that one there. And then another crack and buy that we've got here is our ribbon thread and dies. Now, not only the ribbon thread and dies, they're creative card dies as well. And I sometimes like to use them as a form of creating a card within that create a card aspect, but I don't even put ribbon through them because I think they're just a lovely, beautiful design. 4 dies in total, so you've got your ribbon thread indicative die, and then you've got your outside die. That just means it can cut in or out of your cardstock. So say 4 dies in total. Charming Lace is giving you 2 dies, the decorative and the outline, and then you're getting your elaborate lace as well. $12.99 or $14.99. You're saving $12.99 or $14.99. Essentially, you buy one, get one free there. $10.39 for both of these ones, or $11.99. And we say ribbon thread and die, things like that, Jan, you could do your strips of paper, twine.
Do you know, the thing that's just shot into my head, Craig, was using your foil press. How gorgeous would they look with the foil press?
Wouldn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they were, particularly that first one, would look stunning. Even like you said, without the ribboning, just use that as a background if you've got the foil press.
Nice
Beautiful.
Nice detail in there. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. I would say about I would say maybe about 18 seconds. Because you don't need long, because remember, it's just the tip of the die that you need to heat up. So although it's a large die, it's really only the tip, so you don't need long at all.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, they would look gorgeous, wouldn't
really
they?
Nice.
And you could use it as a whole thing or cut them into strips or anything. There's so much versatility with those, isn't there?
You really, really could.
Yeah.
So both of them, $12.99, $14.99, buy one, get one free, essentially. And then you've got your platinum price, $10.39 or $11.99. Right, result is in, Jan. And it really could have been any of them, but it does go to Nicola thinks number 1. James? Ooh. He thinks number 1 as well. Well, they're both wrong. Oh. Because it's number 3, Jan.
Excellent. There you go. So that different colour scheme there. It was chopping up the stamp that did it, wasn't it, guys? Yeah, every time. As I say, I do worry about myself sometimes, but I just think it gives it a completely different look. It makes your collections go further as well, because people think, well, which collection is that from? And it's not obvious as to what it was originally. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys. And then I'm just going to sneak this one in for those of you that are joining us later. That's the same collection, and this is what I mean about making them look really different. It's the same collection, just by changing the colour scheme, and this is what we're going to be making at 3 o'clock here in the UK for our craft along. Look at that. A little bit of everything in there. I've banged as much of it as I could in there.
Stunning. Stunning. You can get a head start, go across to the Crafters TV social and have a look at the shopping list so you can get everything ready to go when myself and Jan come back live for that craft along. As Jan said, it's 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, where we're going to have the 2 hours where we're going to make that absolutely beautiful project from, of course, our Floral Elegance. In the meantime, until we are back in a couple of hours' time, don't forget about that Spend More, Save More, where if you spend 50, you can get £10 off with the promo code Spend Save 10. And then when it comes to spending 100, you're going to get £20 off, where you're then going to put in the promo code Spend Save 20. And then if you spend 130, then you can get £30 off by putting in the promo code Spend Save 30. Standard T's and C's, excludes machines, excludes any January launches, but as I keep saying as well, it's a promo code, give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? It's what a lot of us do when it comes to other websites and codes. Try it, but just letting you know there is the standard T's and C's. Everything's on shop the day for you to check out, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. You can always go back as well and watch this show until myself and Jan are back, also with Nicola, also of course with James, and then also with Nug Nugs and Mini Nug Nugs as well for that craft along. And then you'll find us 24/7 across on our YouTube channel. Have a lovely couple of hours break. We'll get something to eat and we'll see you in 2 hours.